Here is a short film of some of my food stuff related Gerry Anderson merchandise. By food stuff I mean cornflakes, or sugar smacks rather, bubblegum, chocolate bars, those kind of things. I'll start with the stuff that I've got from the earliest shows. A couple of wrappers for Thunderbirds Everlasting Toffee Strips. Actually not everlasting, because there's none in there now, 40 years down the line. I would guess there was others in the series. These are the only two I have, but lovely little period pieces. Thunderbirds, along with the other Anderson show sweet cigarette card boxes, starting with Stingray actually. All the Thunderbird ones there, they've got different vehicles on either side. I'm sure my camera is not good enough for stuff that's this small, so I do apologise. That's why I've not bothered showing actually the cards themselves. There's a very nice technique of showing bubblegum cards that a guy on YouTube has been trying to talk me through doing. It looks a bit complicated, but it's a very, very cool way of doing it. So anyone wants to have a look at that, just click in Thunderbirds or UFO Anglo bubblegum cards on YouTube and you should be able to see it. Some Thunderbirds cake boxes from the mid 1960s. Don't think I've ever seen these apart from the ones that I've got. Again, it's not a matter of one-upmanship. I really want to see other people that have got this stuff and different stuff and better stuff than me. I think you only learn about this stuff if you talk and share things with other people. So if there's other people that have got these items, please do contact me so I can at least see what you've got. I'm sure there was a whole series of them. I only got 3. On the back of each one you've got cut out Thunderbird vehicles. This one has actually got characters as opposed to the vehicles. What's on the other one there? Let's have a look. Yeah, characters again on that one. But as I say, just you don't see these at all, to be honest. So I'm really chuffed to own those. Obviously the different breakfast cereals, Kellogg's they did the same breakfast cereal, certainly related to most TV stuff. Sugar Smacks went through right through to Star Trek and Doctor Who in the 70s. But these are TV21 adverts. I've picked at random some TV21s out, and I've struck lucky. I've got quite a big collection of TV21s, not complete, probably a couple of 100 copies. I've probably got another 100 or so to go if I include the Joe 90 comics and stuff like that. But I've got enough to keep me happy. But they've all got very nice adverts in there, and this is one of the adverts for Sugar Smacks and the gifts that they gave away. There's a set of the small, pretty much 1/32 scale, I think it will be called, Thunderbirds characters. I've got almost a complete set of the Tom Smith's version of these, which were a Christmas cracker set. They're exactly the same, except on the bottom it says Tom Smith's, whereas these say Kellogg's and the name of the character. Moving on again to another TV21 advert for Sugar Smacks, with 3 of the set of 4 Thunderbird vehicles that they did. Very, very nice. It's a shame they didn't do characters and vehicles for the later shows. When they did Joe 90, for example, there's an advert there for a mail away that they did for the Max car. They also did an advert in there for the badges, which I can't put my hand on an issue with that, but there are the badges. It's a set there. And then of course with Scarlet, they did these beautiful little vehicles, and I don't have any of these vehicles at all. I wish I did, but again there was also an advert for the badges. That's a set of the badges, and 2 of my most prized pieces in my collection, as daft as they might be to some people, are 2 of the small variety pack Sugar Smacks, the Captain Scarlet and the Joe 90 version. These are both actually got Sugar Smacks still inside. Probably a horrible sort of melted, hardened mess, but obviously I don't want to spoil the box. by undoing them. The boxes have gone a little bit discoloured over the years, but they've got a kind of a silver wrapper inside, so hopefully it's doing saving it from any more damage. It's something I might have to contemplate in the coming years. Let's have a look here. A bit more Joe 90 stuff there. Again, not something I've seen around too often, if at all. Wrappers for the 1969, I guess, Joe 90 McVitie's wafers. Very nice artwork. Again, I doubt that you'll be able to see them too well. Couldn't believe when I picked these up. I bought them as a set. The guy said he wanted 10 quid for them, and I thought he meant 10 quid each, and to be perfectly honest, I would have been happy to pay that. But he said, oh no, they're just wrappers, £10 for the 4. So as you can imagine, I almost tore his hand off on that one. Something again I'm pretty proud of are the shop display boxes for the Scarlet Anglo and the Barrett Anglo cards. Very, very nice artwork on these. Show you a little bit there, a bit more there. Looks very much like Ron Embleton artwork, who did the Captain Scarlet end titles and the TV21 comic strip for the first few months of its run. Not the same artist for the sweet cigarette cards. These are a couple of little booklets. This is a booklet that the company Barrett put out for the cards to go with. And this is just a general kind of a Spectrum handbook talking about the characters and the vehicles in the show and this kind of thing. So they're the two things that go with that. Some later stuff. The American Donruss Space 1999 gum wrapper and the display box. Joe 90 Anglo wrapper. The Joe 90 Sutherland Spread brochure. Something that I had as a kid. This isn't the one I had as a kid. Very, very nice piece. Comic strip, articles and pieces about the character and the vehicles. But also another nice item. This was the item that you would have picked up in your grocers or supermarket when you sent this off, and this is actually one that's not been cut. So it's never been sent off, that one. That's very nice. The UFO Anglo card wrapper. The Panini wrapper, and this was the book that Panini, an Italian company, did. I believe they're Italian, might be Spanish, so apologies to any Spanish or Italian guys that are watching this, excuse my ignorance. This is the album that the stickers from those go in. And I guess kind of finishing off is the Ron Embleton painted Captain Scarlet Anglo mail away poster. He did one for Joe 90 as well as UFO. I've not got those two, just this one, but it's a favourite of mine. Lovely kind of overview of the characters and vehicles from the show. But there you go, just a little bit of a selection of some of the food stuff, as I call it, related bits and pieces from the Gerry Anderson shows. I've got a few more small films I'll put together for any of you guys that are interested in this, and ladies. I know there's lots of female Gerry Anderson fans out there. So as always, it's a pleasure to share, and please do, if you've got anything similar, post something yourself. I mean, I'd love to see it. I know other people would. So thanks again for watching. Gerry Anderson food stuff related packaging. Thanks for watching.